You've been trying to lose weight and nothing seems to budge. I want to show you 2 walking techniques that can finally shift the scale without adding more stress, more workouts, or more chaos to your day. Walking looks simple, almost too simple, and most people assume it does nothing. But the truth is shocking. Some of the leanest people on earth rely on walking as their secret weapon. The same exact thing your mom, grandma, and your neighbors do every day. And when you combine it with 2 specific tweaks I'm about to share, you can literally burn fat daily without the gym, without HIIT, and without beating up your body. Because walking, done the right way, works better than most of those hardcore things out there. Step you through exactly how to use walking as a real fat loss tool, especially if you're over 50 and your metabolism doesn't bounce back the way it used to. And I'm going to break down this into 3 simple facts most people never hear, followed by 2 specific techniques that will turn walking into an actual fat-burning strategy, not just getting your steps in. Oh, and don't worry. We'll be building it up step by step because there's something really important coming later that most people completely miss. And you'll see why in a moment. Let's start with fact number 1, because this one surprises almost everyone. So the first step here is walking burns more fat than what you think. Most people think walking is too easy to make a difference. And look, I get it. It doesn't feel intense. You're not drenched in sweat. You're not out of breath. You're not crawling out of the gym. But here's what almost no one tells you. Walking burns a higher percentage of fat than running. Let me explain. And I'll do this in a simple way. It helps me understand it. When you run or do high-intensity workouts, your body pulls most of the calories from carbs for quick energy or from your muscle glycogen. But when you walk, especially at a comfortable, steady pace, your body pulls much more energy from stored fat. You're literally tapping into your fat-burning zone without even trying. Now, does running burn more calories per minute? Sure. But walking burns more fat, and here's the part that matters more. You can walk longer, more frequently, and with less joint pain than almost any other exercise. When you're over 50, running, burpees, spin classes, HIIT, those things spike inflammation and actually work against you. Walking? Your knees handle it. Your back handles it. Your hormones handle it. And you can do a lot more of it. And just to give you perspective, even elite bodybuilders, the leanest people on the planet, use walking as their main fat loss tool. That alone should tell you something, right? Now, you might be wondering, so how much fat am I actually burning when I walk? Great question. If you walk about 3 miles, roughly 70% of the calories burned come from fat. And if you ran the same distance, only 50% come from fat. Big difference. This is why walking is such a powerful tool. For women over 50, it's low stress, low impact, and it actually goes with your metabolism instead of against it. All right. Now let's move on to the next fact, because this one, it affects your motivation more than anything else. Step 2, walking boosts creativity and motivation without you even noticing. Now, this might sound unrelated to weight loss, but stay with me for a second, because this is one of the biggest hidden benefits of walking. A Stanford study found that walking increases creativity by up to 60%. 60%! Why does that matter for weight loss? Because when you're over 50, one of the biggest barriers isn't just burning calories. It's staying consistent when life gets stressful, when your brain feels foggy, and when you are overwhelmed. Walking resets your brain. It literally pulls you out of the stress mode and puts you back into control. Think about it. How many times have you sat on the couch, watched a podcast or a YouTube video, and felt like you did nothing for an hour? Now, imagine watching that same podcast while walking. Same time spent, double the benefit. And here's something else. Walking feels effortless. You're not fighting yourself to get started. You're not psyching yourself up like you have to before an intense workout. You just put on your shoes, you step outside, and go. And this alone makes walking one of the most easiest habits to stick to. which means the calories burned actually add up over time. Okay, now the next fact is one of the most important for women in midlife. Step number 3, walking helps control hunger hormones. If you've ever done a tough workout and then felt absolutely starving afterwards, you're not imagining things. High-intensity workouts often spike ghrelin, your hunger hormone, which is why those workouts can sometimes backfire. You burn calories, and then you eat them right back. But walking keeps your hunger hormone steady. A 60-minute walk does not increase appetite the way intense workouts do. And that is a huge deal, especially in midlife when your hunger signals can feel already unpredictable due to hormonal shifts. So let me put this simply. Walking burns calories without making you hungrier. You're not battling cravings afterwards. You're not undoing all your effort in the kitchen. You are not feeling like you've earned a reward. This is one of the reasons why walking is such a powerful tool for long-term fat loss. It's sustainable. Now, before we move on, here's a bonus benefit most people have no clue about. Step 4, walking improves eye health and sleep. Yes, really. This one might seem random, but it's actually really important, especially if you spend a lot of time on screens. When you walk outside, your eyes constantly shift focus from near to far for distance. Phones, computers, and TVs, these all lock your eyes into close-up mode all day long, which strains your vision and overstimulates your brain. Walking outdoors, it relaxes your eyes. It reduces visual stress. It helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which means better sleep. Better sleep equals better metabolism. Better metabolism equals better fat burning. Do you see how all of that ties together? All right. Now let's get into the part you've been waiting for. There are 2 techniques that actually turn walking into a real fat loss tool. The 2 techniques that turn walking into this great fat loss strategy are technique number 1, use walking to create a daily deficit without eating less. Now this is where everything clicks. Most women think that they need to starve themselves to lose weight. But the truth is, you just need a consistent calorie deficit, and walking makes that incredibly easy. Here is a simple example. Let's say your body maintains its weight at about 2,000 calories a day. And let's say you're currently eating around 2,000 calories, maintenance, right? If you add a 60-minute walk, you might burn around 200 extra calories without changing your food at all. That means you've just created a 200-calorie deficit from walking, and when you combine that with a few small food tweaks, you can easily reach a 400 to 500-calorie deficit. That exact range is where fat loss happens. And the best part, you're not starving. You don't feel deprived. You don't feel punished. You are just walking. Now, this is one of the simplest and most sustainable ways to lose weight over 50. Now, the second technique has nothing to do with calories. It is all about consistency. Technique number 2, build self-accountability. In other words, being accountable to yourself. When you say you want to lose weight or feel better or get healthier, there is no fitness police checking to see if you get your steps in today. No coach knocking on your door to drag you out of the house. No friend texting you every time you skip a walk. It's you. Self-accountability is the thing that separates the "I hope this works" from the "I'm doing the thing." And here's where what matters most for women over 50. Midlife comes with real challenges. Hormones, energy dips, stress, family responsibilities, sleep changes. It's easy to put yourself last. But when I talk about accountability, I'm not talking about guilt or pressure. I'm talking about keeping promises to yourself in a kind, supportive way. It's looking at your day saying, I matter too. And a 20-minute walk fits. And here's something interesting. The more you keep those small promises, the stronger the identity muscle becomes. You start seeing yourself as someone who shows up, someone who follows through, someone who takes care of themselves. That's what creates the real transformation. Now, there are a few other virtues talked about. They all apply and beautifully to the midlife health plan, like prudence, making smart decisions before you start, or temperance, knowing when enough is enough, fortitude, staying strong when things feel tough. These are not just fitness concepts, they're powerful mindset tools that keep you consistent long enough to see real results. All right, let's bring it all together. You now know walking burns more fat than people think. It boosts creativity and motivation. It helps regulate hunger hormones. It supports eye health and better sleep. It creates a calorie deficit without restriction. And with the right mindset, it becomes a consistent habit that fits effortlessly into your day. This is how you turn walking into a real weight loss strategy, especially over 50. Now, if you found this helpful, subscribe for more videos just like this one, and let's make your fat loss journey easier, not harder.